Welcome. In front of me is a Motorola Razr 60, and today I'll show you how you can enable and also set up your portable hotspot. So, to get started, let's first find our toggle by swiping down from the top of our screen twice, which will bring down, well, obviously all the toggles. Now on one of the pages we should hopefully have our hotspot like it is visible for me right here, but if you can find it on any of the pages, you can click right here on this pencil and then swipe down. Below the text right here are all the toggles that you can add to the list. So let's say I want to add dark theme. I'm gonna hold it, it lifts up, and I can now drag it around, drop it here, go back, and it will be visible because I dropped it at the very bottom of the last page. Anyway, once your toggle is added, let's quickly find it. Wait, where the hell was it? Oh, there we go. So once you see it in here, first time around, hold it, and this will take you to the settings. And here we have things like hotspot name, or aka Wi-Fi name, and it's going to be the name of the device always. Now here it skips the brand, like Motorola just says Razr 60 and some model number, I believe it is. We have security, which I recommend keeping as it is. This allows you to actually have a password. And the password, when you click on it, is, as you can clearly see, randomly generated. I recommend getting rid of it because it is not a fun password to type in yourself. And once you have removed it, you can then set up your own password, which will need to have at least 8 characters in length. It can be more, but it cannot be less. Now, you can use letters or numbers or both, doesn't really matter. And once you have 8 characters, you can see OK becomes available to you. Below, it's grayed out. Next we have speed and compatibility. Now in here we have a little bit of a weirdness happening because we have the 2.4, 5 gigahertz, and then we have a Wi-Fi 6 hotspot. It's kind of stupidly written because that's not actually Wi-Fi 6. Because Wi-Fi 6 is 5 gigahertz, which this and this would mean that they're the same, but they're not. And I can show that in a moment with my phone, because my phone actually will display what the Wi-Fi actually is. So let me just go into Wi-Fi list first and turn it on for later. So, explaining this quickly, 2.4 will be the original Wi-Fi. Every device that has any kind of Wi-Fi capability released back in the day where Wi-Fi was first a thing, up to phones that are released or devices that are released up till today. Whatever they're using, they will always be able to connect to this one. Even though they have newer ones, it's all backwards compatible. Now, same device from like 2 decades ago will not be able to connect to the for instance, 5 gigahertz network. That one is newer. On the box, when you were buying such a device, it would usually be labeled as Wi-Fi 6. That's why I have a problem with this moronic name right here. So anything Wi-Fi 6 would have used a 5 gigahertz network. The benefits of 5 gigahertz network is going to be faster, so higher data bandwidth, lower latencies, more devices can connect at the given moment. Basically, more devices supported at the same time. And in reality, it doesn't matter because you're running this off of your mobile hotspot or mobile network, which means you're primarily going to be bottlenecked by your service provider anyways. So the improvements in speed, latencies, and all that crap does have very little impact. What will have impact though will be the limitations of 2.4 gigahertz network when it comes down to interference. Now 2.4 gigahertz frequency tends to have nowadays problems with interference because any kind of jackass can mount dozen of light bulbs in his house, smart light bulbs, and they're all using 2.4 gigahertz connection to connect between to the router, so you can turn them on or off with your stupid phone, right? And that creates traffic, causing problems to other devices that are trying to maintain connection. They basically just start to interfere with one another, trafficking at this kind of frequency. Now 5 gigahertz is a better frequency for this, so even the same amount of crap being present on this specific frequency, your hotspot will not have any kind of problems with this. So it's much more accommodating for higher amount of devices on this frequency. Now 6 gigahertz obviously is even improved a little bit more over the 5 gigahertz on top of that. And again, you're really gonna not see a difference between these two whatsoever because of your mobile network. At that point, you literally have no benefit. But you are limiting what devices can connect to this hotspot with, as they would need to be labeled as Wi-Fi 6E, meaning they would need to support 6 gigahertz connection, not the 5, 6. This is moronic. Like I said, Wi-Fi 6, it's not Wi-Fi 6, this is Wi-Fi 6. Idiotically, Wi-Fi Alliance is absolutely retarded, and they labeled Wi-Fi 6, or named 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi as Wi-Fi 6, while the 6 gigahertz is actually labeled as 6E. And just to demonstrate it, with this being checked on, it's gonna kind of move it up so if notifications come in you don't get to see those. But anyway, so with this being toggled on, it actually overrides whatever is right here. These options don't actually matter anymore. So let me just go back, toggle it on, give it a moment, it should show up. Come on, can you refresh? There we go. Oh, there we go. So if I bring it up close, and just so you can see this, right here, you can see a tiny little 6. Now, if I go in here to that speed and compatibility, toggle this off, it's going to leave me at 2.4, at which point this 6 should disappear and should show nothing. Let's give it a moment. It is thinking right now. Oh. And you can see there's nothing. Now again, if I change it to 5 gigahertz right here, it's then going to show me a 5, like it does, for instance, for this network right here. It's still visible as not 5. Okay, this one is even stupider. So this phone is completely not giving a single shit about what you have selected and picking whatever it thinks you should be using, which is even stupider. Why give me an option if they're not going to choose it? You know what, just for the sake of this, I am going to just give it a benefit of the doubt and turn it on and off, you know. It's a typical kind of boomer logic. Should, can you like refresh for God's sakes? There we go. Should hopefully disappear. Oh wait, no, now it shows 5. Okay. Now I'm pointing that out because there are devices which to give you this option, and then they go right ahead and pick whatever they think it's best for you. Which luckily here it's not the case. It's just my phone was being a little bit slow in case of figuring it out. But yeah, you can see that my phone supports all of it, so I can use any of these. But in your case, if you're trying to use some older device, that's not going to be the case. You won't be able to see all of them. If you pick a frequency like 6 gigahertz 5 that the device doesn't support, you just simply won't see that hotspot at all in the Wi-Fi list. And in this case, you'd have to go back here and lower it to the previous kind of gen. So if you had 5, go to 2.4. If you had 6, go to 5. And if you still don't see it, then back to 2.4. So this would then solve your problem. Anyway, moving on, we have hide my device. Don't recommend doing it. This would mean that you would need to manually type in the Wi-Fi name and the selected password by going into your Wi-Fi and selecting add network and then typing it here and here correctly. And if everything is correct, then you will be able to connect. Alternatively, you could potentially kind of get away with this. Let me just quickly test this out. Hide my device. Yep, hide. So just to showcase this, I'm gonna go in here. Let's give it a moment. It should disappear. Yep, there we go. It vanished. It is enabled, but it's no longer visible right here. So what I could potentially do is, let me open up my camera. QR code scanning. For some reason I need to verify. I'm going to use a pattern. There we go. Shows me a QR code, and now I can just do this. Oop. click on this, and it's going to automatically connect. There we go. So I didn't need to type it in myself. I could just scan the code, and it basically did the entire job for me. Now, that is an option if you want to. It makes your network much more secure because people don't get to see it in a list, right? But all in all, I just prefer to not have this. Not every device will easily be able to scan a QR code. For instance, laptops. On laptops, you won't be able to do this, and that just becomes more annoying. Now, we have also timeout settings. This means that when you're done using the hotspot, or maybe not done using, when you're not using it actively, after 10 minutes, it's just going to automatically turn it off, regardless what the hell you're doing. As long as no megabytes have been used of your network for 10 minutes, it's off. Generally hate this because other devices do it a little bit better. They do it with a timer, but based on connection. So as long as you're connected to it, it won't do it. Here, it uses the timeout, which would imply that you're not using the network, even though you're connected to it, then it's going to turn off. You might be reading a goddamn article for 10 minutes. Who knows? You're still using it, but you just were reading an article that didn't require any kind of data bandwidth. And that would mean that your hotspot is off. Now, for this purpose, I would either recommend changing it to 30 or 60 minutes. But I don't recommend turning that off, actually, because hotspot will consume more of your phone's battery. So if you forget about it, this just kind of helps you preserve a little bit of battery life. So anyway, those were all the settings, and you can turn it on and off using the toggle right here, instead of like I was doing through that switch in the settings. So I would just be able to do it from here. And obviously you don't need to wait for that timer to run out. You can just turn it off yourself from here at any point you want. So with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.